Is it possible for a K-pop idol to hold more power than their own agency? That question is now at the center of intense discussion following shocking news about Jungkook, the youngest member of BTS, that has shaken the South Korean entertainment industry. What started as fan speculation is now slowly being backed by compelling evidence. Jungkook, who's long been known as the Golden Magne for his nearly perfect talents in singing, dancing, visuals, and music production, has reportedly received privileges no idol before him ever has. These rights are said to exceed the usual boundaries set by even the most powerful agency, HYBE. Internal sources claim that HYBE, known for its structured and strict management system, was forced to release some control over Jungkook's solo career. Not due to external pressure, but because of Jungkook's undeniable influence, success, and commercial value. Behind closed doors, the move is seen as a strategic decision, but industry observers call it a historic moment, an idol reshaping the power dynamic between artist and agency. What kind of privileges are we talking about? Most notably, Jungkook is now said to have full freedom in choosing his projects, assembling his creative team, and even possessing veto power over promotional decisions involving him. In a recent interview, a production staff member remarked, "Jungkook now operates more like a CEO than an artist." That statement struck an emotional chord with armies who've watched BTS grow from struggling trainees to global icons. Even more surprising, sources claim this decision was directly approved by HYBE's executive board, with no restrictive conditions attached. A move that's seen as unprecedented, even for a star of Jungkook's caliber. Fans were divided. Some beamed with pride, others expressed concern. Many saw this as a long-overdue victory against a rigid system, while others wondered if this signaled a larger shift in K-pop structure. Regardless of what happens behind HYBE's doors, one thing is clear: Jungkook is no longer just an idol. He is a symbol of change, someone who's not just dominating stages, but disrupting a long-standing system of control in the Korean entertainment industry. And the world is watching, not just as fans, but as witnesses to a moment in history. Despite all the praise, many still wonder, what kind of internal pressure must Jungkook have endured? Did this bold step emerge from a long-hidden personal battle? Insiders say that ever since BTS announced their temporary shift to individual activities, Jungkook has been quietly moving toward independence, not out of conflict, but from a creative urge that could no longer be held back. Reportedly, he spent months with his own personal team, separate from HYBE's main structure, crafting a body of work that fully represents his personal identity. Even more revealing, some sources claim that creative concepts once rejected by the agency are now being revived and incorporated into Jungkook's newest solo projects. He held onto them patiently. And now he's pouring his soul into them, said a choreographer who worked closely with him. Not only that, Jungkook now reportedly has the right to decide release dates, distribution platforms, and even the composition of his production and promotion teams. This level of authority is extremely rare in the K-pop industry, where artists typically follow rigid schedules and top-down decisions from their agencies. In a recent global interview, a journalist described Jungkook's presence as someone who can finally breathe freely. That simple sentence hit deep among fans who followed his journey since he was a teenager. They knew the pressure he faced behind every smile, every flawless performance. Now, with full control over his career's direction, many believe this is not just a solo phase. It's the beginning of a new era, one that is more honest, more mature, and more personal. Jungkook is no longer just a member of BTS. He is a complete artist, with his own voice and autonomy. But the bigger question now is, what's next? Will he continue to build his creative empire, perhaps even start his own label in the future? Or will he serve as a new bridge, redefining the relationship between idols and agencies? Whatever the path, one thing remains unchanged. Jungkook has proven that with persistence, consistency, and sincerity, even the unshakable walls of the K-entertainment system can be moved. And of all the possibilities now unfolding, perhaps the most heartwarming for fans is this: Jungkook finally gets to be his true self, and the world is ready to witness what he will create with the freedom he has fought so hard to claim. Amid the growing euphoria, industry professionals are coming to terms with the fact that this isn't just about Jungkook. It's a signal of a major paradigm shift within the K-pop world, one that has long resisted structural change. For decades, agencies have held absolute power, but Jungkook has emerged as living proof that control can shift to the artist. If they have the influence, work ethic, and public trust to back it, reactions from younger idols are already beginning to show. Several fourth-generation rookies have recently cited Jungkook as an inspiration, not just for his musical achievements, but for his courage in negotiating creative space. "If Jungkook can do it, why can't we try too?" said a senior trainee from a rival agency. Beyond fandom, discussions around artist rights, contract transparency, and management limits are beginning to take root. What started as an emotional fan moment is slowly becoming a collective movement. Jungkook has sparked not only musical admiration but also awareness about the need for balance between creative freedom and professional structure. Meanwhile, HYBE seems to be adjusting its strategy. In a recent press release, they stated, "Flexibility toward our artists is part of our evolution." While they didn't name Jungkook directly, many interpret it as a response to the shifting internal dynamics they can no longer ignore. They know that retaining an artist as valuable as Jungkook isn't just about numbers. It's about respecting his voice and vision. Jungkook's latest projects prove just how powerful that shift can be. From songs that feel more intimate and raw, to visual concepts that break away from standard K-pop aesthetics, everything reflects the bravery of an artist who's waited patiently for the right moment to speak his truth, and the public is responding. Album sales are soaring. His solo concerts sell out in minutes. Reviews from international music outlets praise the artistic maturity shining through every performance. Jungkook isn't just succeeding, he's evolving, without ever abandoning his identity as part of BTS. Now, the world is witnessing a quiet revolution. One not born from rebellion, but from perseverance, sincerity, and undeniable talent. Jungkook has shown that when an artist is given room to thrive, the result isn't just success, it's a transformation powerful enough to shake the industry. And perhaps the most touching part of it all is the realization that this revolution wasn't born out of ego, but from the simple desire to be honest with oneself. Jungkook never screamed for control. He simply worked, created, and waited for his moment. That moment has finally come. The K-pop industry is changing, and Jungkook is the reason why.